Hi, this is Peter Dykes, clairvoyant here, and I'm doing a video reading here today to do with those of you who are in business. And I'll be doing a few more videos like this every so often. So just look out for them, different things that will connect with the month to do with different situations. Okay, and I'm just being drawn to those of you who are in business for the month of October. And I just get the feeling sort of things are swimming along nicely, but do watch out for sort of just troubles around the corner. In other words, I'm not saying like things are going to go like terribly wrong or bad, but there's going to be a few little hiccups along the way, so do keep your eye on what's going on around you. And I just feel that this is good. And I just get the feeling now you're going to sort of trying to sort of tap into new markets, new sort of directions. And I just feel that this is going to be great, because it's almost like I feel as though a lot of you are going to want to sort of push things more forward to sort of grow, but then you feel that you've got to make sure that you're not taking on too much, even if you're a really big business and you've got the staff around you, because it's like you're relying on them. Can they do what they say they're going to do? Have you got enough staff to do it? And things like that. And if you haven't, it may be still a good idea to do it, but you're going to have to get involved with staff. So these are the things I feel that you've got to look out for. But I also feel as though now, tapping into these new ideas, new products, new avenues, I do feel they're going to be very beneficial. And I feel like as you start them now, I feel by January, February, you should start to reap the rewards of what you're doing, because it's almost like October's planning it. November's really implementing it. December, it starts to take off. January, it could be go a little bit hit and miss with that quiet period. And then February, you're full steam ahead again. And I just feel as though it's really great, really exciting. And also, some of you are going to be connecting more with social media as well, as if to say to keep the interest going, because some of you are relying on interest, like as if to say, you can't source people, the people out there who just want it today, want it tomorrow, next week, next month, so you don't know when they want it. So it's like you've got to keep up with social media trends and sort of try and sort of focus on that. It's going to be hard work, that is, sort of finding your niche and making it work, but I feel so once you're on that right path and building it up, I feel like there'll be great success around social media for some of you. So that's good. And even if social media doesn't really play a big part in it, it wouldn't hurt just to have a bit of a presence, because there's going to be one or two people who will look at that. So, you haven't got focus on doing it every day, but maybe once a month, just put up something interesting, something new you're doing, new prices, whatever it may be. It would be worth the effort. You'd be surprised at what it could bring in for you. So do focus on those things. And also, some of you as well are going to be sorting finances out a little bit. And I feel like a lucky few of you will have money sort of streaming in quite nicely. And I feel like you've got to decide where you want to put that money. You might think it's sitting idle. So you'll have to use your own wise judgment of what you're doing with finances. But I do feel as though small businesses, perhaps little family businesses, I just feel as though things are ticking on nicely. You will have a bit more money to play. And some of you will be wanting to sort of take a bit more social time out. And I just think it's really, really good. So go out there now and enjoy life. And also, for those of you who are thinking about setting up a business, I do feel this is a good time, but you really need to get on the bandwagon now, ready for that Christmas splurge. I feel as though, you could be tapping into that before it's too late. So try and get things up and running, and I just feel really work to your advantage. So get out there now, push yourself forward, and don't be frightened to invest, because I do get the feeling this is a good month to be investing in businesses. And when I say invest, I don't mean like this has got to cost you hundreds or thousands of pounds. Some little ideas you may have just may cost nothing or very little. It's just having that faith to get out there and set it up. And again, I go back to where I feel so, yes, you could tap into the Christmas sort of splurge, but if that isn't your market, again, go back to what I said earlier, where I just feel so getting things going now, really sort of starting to feel the benefits in November, because you're starting to take off. December definitely doing well, and then January go a bit quiet, and February taking off again. So I just feel as though it really is there for you. So all you've got to do now is get out there now and just motivate yourself to get started, or to breathe new life into what you've got and where you're going. And some of you are definitely going to start tapping into overseas markets a little bit more. And even if you're not sort of selling, you could be buying. So see where that fits in with you. But overall, I feel as though business is looking pretty optimistic this month, whether it's sort of reaping the rewards, tidying things up, doing a bit of clearing out, getting rid of the negative stuff that you don't want, and bringing in new prospects and new avenues, or maybe actually reaping the rewards now. But I just feel as though it's there. So really, the next few months aren't looking pretty optimistic. It's just January is a bit flat. But for some of you, you may just sort of do a lot better than what you thought you would, because I do get the feeling we are going into a good positive phase with business. So I feel like don't worry what's going on too much in the economy. And I feel so as they do get themselves sorted out with Brexit a little bit, you should find that will have an impact on things. So don't worry too much, and try not hold too much back on the investing because of Brexit. I could understand why you would, but I just feel so try not to, because you're holding yourself back. You need to look at it like this. Brexit could be slowing other businesses down, but if you tap into it, you could reap the rewards where other people are losing out, because not everybody's holding back on sort of spending. So you could be missing out. But maybe just don't go OTT, but just do it gently and calmly and just see how it works for you. So yeah, onwards and upwards, I would say. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and please do tune into my next video. Thank you very much for listening.